Hi everyone, I am Jessica with Living Balance Studios and we are here for our Barre Strength class at 9:30. So I want you to be mindful in this class, take care of your body. If there's something that I offer that's not accessible to you, just make sure you modify as you need to. This is a strong class, so if you need to drop down into child's pose, take a pause, or stop and get water, please feel free to do so. You don't have to wait for me to cue to get water. Feel free to grab it whenever you'd like. If you have a small towel to towel off, that is great also. In addition, for any balance work we do on barre, if you have a surface of some sort, if it's a chair, a wall, a counter, a table, any of that, make sure you have something available to you. We have a tendency to lose a little bit of balance once we get tired, so some support and assistance is always a good thing. I want to remind you that myself, Jessica Hendry, and Living Balance Studios are not responsible or liable for any injury that may incur. In addition to that, we have our private classes available. We are back open for privates, and we offer a wide range, whether it's Pilates, whether it's yoga, therapeutic, barre, vinyasa. There's so many options, so I encourage you to visit our website, check out those offerings, and then let us know if we can be of any assistance in that process. So with that, we're gonna get started standing up today. So I want you to come to your mat. I want you to take your arms out into a T, and we're gonna start with let's see, I'm gonna mirror you also, so whichever leg you work, we're gonna do the other side and you just switch. So right here, we'll take our right leg out, and we're gonna start to point the toe, take the middle of the foot, face it up towards the ceiling, get that nice rotation, and then we're gonna start to bend the knee. So nice leg lifts here, nice taps, bend up and tap down. Good, lift, lower, drop the shoulders, start to engage through the abdominals, lifting and lowering. This is a great moment too here in this warm up, and if you wanna turn on any music to help you get through this class, feel free to do so. Lift and lower. Make sure you try your best to connect the breath. This is exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. We'll go for 8, tap, 7, tap, 6, 5, squeeze it up, 4, 3, 2, we're gonna do the other side, bring the leg back. Left leg goes forward if you're following me here. We're gonna lift and tap. If the arms get too tired, feel free to bring them down to your hips. Make sure you squeeze your shoulder blades back, tuck the tailbone under, engage through the abdominals, almost like the lower abdominals where you're zipping up your pants. You'll feel the engagement there. Keep it up. Squeeze and squeeze. Use a breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This will be 8, lift, 7, lift, 6, 5, relax the shoulders, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bring it up, bring it down, switch sides. So now I want you to come to the side here. So taking the right leg out, we're gonna do the same lift and tap. So your shoulders should already start to be feeling it in this warm up. If you wanna take some circles, you can add a little bit more, or again, take your hands to your hips. Take a big breath in here for that inhale, exhale, pull it up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you want somewhere to place your toe so you know where you're going, press it into the knee or just tap, tap. Tap it for me here, press it down. Good. Knee flares out, tailbone stays tucked. We're actively warming up those muscles, those lower extremities. We're gonna have some fun today, so keep it up. 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4, relax, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, other side. Take that foot out. We're gonna lift and tap here, so take a breath. This is the inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, squeezing those abdominals, protecting the lower back. The glute on the standing leg should be helping you with balance. Or you can be right onto your chair, your surface, even here for this warm-up, helping you. Focus and be intentional on that leg lift here. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. I want you to bring the hands in. That feels nice already. Take your feet wide, turn the toes out just a bit where you feel nice and comfortable. I want you to swoop the hands down in front while you take this plie or sumo squat. Inhale, lift up. We're going to fold forward, finding a nice stretch through the middle. So energetically press the hips back, drop the head, nod the head yes, shake the head no. And then I want you to walk the hands over to the right side. Now that toe might turn out a little bit more for you. That's absolutely okay. Find what feels good. Press the hips back, press the ribs down towards the thigh. Use the breath. One more big breath here. And exhale. On the inhale, start to cross to the opposite leg. Wherever you are here. Again, the toes might turn with you. That's okay. Press the hips back. Inhale, create space. Exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Release the tension in the neck. And then walk those hands back towards the middle. Sink the hips down. Take that plie. Find it here. Swoop the arms. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring them to heart center here. Great, we're gonna pull those feet in. I want you to swoop the arms up again. Inhale, lift up and over. Interlace the fingers. Take the palms towards the ceiling. Press up, reach up, big stretch through the whole body. Now engage the core here in the abdominals. One more breath. And then as you exhale, bring them behind the back. Clasp the hands, keep space. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, maybe your gaze goes up, maybe your chin stays tucked, and you just press the hips forward a little bit. Good. And then we're going to fold. So release the hands, come down, find that forward fold. Grab opposite elbow, start to sway back and forth here. Now if you want to take a different variation of forward fold, feel free to do that. This is your practice. I'm just guiding you through here. Press into the ribs, create some space. One more full breath, enjoying this here. And then drop those hands down, press through the heels, bend the knees, roll up. One vertebrae at a time, pressing the hips forward, chin's the last thing to come up. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're gonna get straight into those legs. So find your surface, find your bar, come about, you don't want the arm really straight. I want you to give it a nice little bend, but I don't want it to be up on you either. So find a good space here. Don't death grip the surface. Feet are going to come out into that first position. So heels and toes together, and then spin the heels or the toes out for me. I'm sorry, it might be kind of hard to see me this far back. But it looks like a little triangle. So I want you to take the outside leg forward, place the outside hand on the hip, and we're going to lift and tap here, keeping the straight leg this time. So take a breath in. On the exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Down and lift. Down and lift. And I want you to continue these lifts for 8, 7, 6. Relax the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up and pulse here. Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to the taps. Take it down, lift it up, down, squeeze. Now as you go through these, I want you to remember that it's not about how high the leg goes. It's about how intentional the movement is. Trying to keep the torso and that standing leg very isolated, very still. You're only lifting that outside leg, right? The motion comes from the hip, that hip flexor, maybe some inner thigh if you're feeling it. Let's call this 4, tap, 3, tap. 2, we're going to hold it up. We have 8 pulses right here. Just an inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to the taps. Take it down, lift it up, down, up. Keep the breath. We have 4 more here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse at 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. You might need to roll it out a little bit. Take the hip circles. This is one of those things I shouldn't cue you. You should just find what feels good. If you need a moment to take some circles, make sure you do it. Stretch it out. That's your body talking to you. All right, we're going to come and face the chair, the bar, your surface, whatever that looks like for you. Feet are going to be parallel. Toes and heels are touching. You have an option to stay right here on your heels or come up into releve or on your toes with me. Sink the seat down. Keep the spine in neutral as the seat starts to gravitate towards the heels. Now, what this looks like from the front, just a nice squat here. Tuck the tailbone, shorten the distance from the ribs and the hips. Tuck it under. Now I want you to press the knees out and then press them together. So press them out, pull them in. But really press out and in, like if there's weights on the outside and weights on the inside. You're really trying to press and pull. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees together. I want you to pulse. So start to sink the seat down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press the knees. Go out. Pull it in. Out. In. You might start to feel the legs burning. The fire's building. 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, for 3, press, 2, hold it out, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, the legs are out, 4, 3, 2, hold it, hold, maybe sink deeper. If this is too much, drop the heels down, tuck the tailbone under, keep it under, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, straighten, lower the heels, tap the legs if you need to. And dissipate the energy that's flowing and building. Now I want you to switch sides. You can stay where you are and just turn around, or flip your surface over if that's accessible to you. And then you're going to find that outside leg. So outside leg, well first, Pilates pizza are that first position. Toes turn out. Outside leg now goes forward. Midfoot faces the ceiling. We're lifting and tapping. Take a breath. Inhale here. Exhale, lift and tap. Lift and tap. Remember, try not to swing that leg. Keep the torso still. Really feel with that hand that's on the hip, that muscle that's lifting and lowering, right? We're strengthening here. Lift and lower. 8, 7, relax the shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it up. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to the taps. Tap it down. Lift it up. Lower and lift. Lower. Really squeeze it up. Feel that muscle building, the inner thigh. Maybe squeeze that leg a little straighter. Point the toe, engage a little bit more for 4. Tap. 3. Tap. 2. Hold it up. Pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Tap it down. This last round here. And lift. Lower and lift. Use your breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep it up. Tap, tap. This will be 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it here. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Find those hip circles if you need to. Side to side, around to the front, and to the back. Perfect. All right. Face the bar. We're going back in to the front of those legs. So feet together. I'm going to turn back around this way. Seems like there's a better picture here. All right, releve, I want you on your toes, up on your toes. Toes are touching here, sinking the seat down towards the heels. Take a breath, we're just gonna hold, nice isolation. Maybe wear a smile, drop the shoulders down, tuck the tailbone under. For 8, for 7, for 6, maybe go a little lower. 4, 3, 2, we're gonna pulse here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tuck the tailbone, 2, hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, press the knees in and out. Go out, in, out, in. Yep, the heels touch. You feel the burn. And 1, pull them together, lower the heels down. Maybe roll the ankles a little bit. Nice stretch here. Same thing, maybe pat the legs or roll the hips, whatever you need to find. Now, I want you to take your left leg back. So wherever you're at, I want you to find this high lunge here. So find a good space. Arms now can be fully extended towards your surface, towards the wall. Start to sink the hips down. You can bend the back knee a little bit. I want you to find that stretch through the front of the hip. So sink down. Try your best to keep your knee over your ankle. So if you need to scoot that back leg further back and just come up higher, do that. We want to keep it safe, right? So as you're in this lunge here, I want you to lift your right hand. So opposite leg back, right hand up. Pull it down, and then switch. Pull it down, and switch. Take the breath. Now we're starting to get into the shoulders, where we're stretching the leg, and working that standing leg in front, right? Lift, lower, breathe it in and out. In and out. For 4 on each side. For 3. For 2. Finding deep stretch here. For 1. Bring that left hand, place it down, hold, don't come out yet. Lift that front toe if it's accessible. Maybe sink the hips down a little lower. Squeeze the back leg, find that stretch. You can bend it if you need to. Lower the heel down, start to press through the front leg, and then take that step up. Same thing here, wiggle side to side if you need to. All right, same thing other side. So right leg back. Okay, try to squeeze that leg straight. Adjust where you need to, getting that knee right over the ankle. No further for me. Now, if one side feels a little bit more accessible than the other, you might just be tighter on one side. It's completely normal. Take a big breath here. We're gonna get ready to alternate the arms. The left arm's gonna go up first as the right leg is back. Big breath in. On your inhale, left arm up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, lower. Inhale, really squeeze. Everything's engaged here, everything's working. We have 4 more each side. This is 3. This is 2. Last one. Both arms down, hold it. If it's accessible, take that front toe up. The hips might come down a little bit more. Lean in, open up. 2 breaths. Lower the heels, straighten that front leg. When you're ready, take that big step up. Same thing, maybe spread the feet wide. Find those hip circles on this side. Great. Now, as we're here, I want you to take your left leg behind. So the midfoot, or the arch of your foot, I want it to come to the heel of your right foot. So you may need to scoot up a little closer to your surface. Again, don't death grip. If you're on the chair, don't hold for dear life. Just relax the hands, relax the shoulders here. So you're gonna find this small turnout through the hips, and we're gonna start to squeeze through that left glute, right? So before we do, I want you to plie, or slight bend in the knees, and then lift that left leg up. So once it's there, keep it in a flexed foot for me. So toes towards your knee, and start to lift with the heel. So up and up, up and up. Good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. all from the glute. If you want, you find a deeper bend in that front leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, heel to your glute and pull it in. So the only movement's from the knee, but don't you press that foot out like you're really kicking. Send the heel back to where you feel that big squeeze. You might get a little cramp in the hamstring. Shake it out. Come back when you're ready. 8, 7, big push, big squeeze. 5, for 3, in, out, in, hold it out, pulse it up. So just from the glute, squeeze, like put your hand there so you feel that muscle engage, right? We want to make sure we're doing it right. 8, 7, flex foot, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, bring it down. Maybe take a chair pose or squat in, lift the toes. Make sure you get that big stretch in that muscle. All right, we're gonna do the opposite side. I'm gonna turn this way though so you can see me. So the midfoot or the arch of the right foot is gonna come to the heel of the left foot. Plie, find that squat down. Don't death grip the chair. Begin to take that foot and slide it out. Flex the foot, toes towards the knee. Take the right hand to the right glute. Make sure you're lifting properly here and start to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, heel to glute. Pull it in, press it out. In, press, in, press. Now, I want you to think about turning the hips out even more, pressing the knee back, and really kicking away. Imagine you're in a leg press machine. You're sending it up and out. 4, 3, 2, hold it out, pulse it up, lift, squeeze from the glute. Engage through the abdominals here, protect the back, where only the glute is using that muscle to lift and lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, squat it down, send the hips back. Great. Let's walk back to our mat or back to your space away from the bar here. Now, continuing with those squats. I want you to take your feet right underneath your hips. I'm going to turn this way just a little bit. Hands are going to come into prayer. So find a good space, root down through the four corners of your feet. And I want you to start to sink down. Now, tuck the tailbone. So immediately we tend to go like this. I want you to pull it in. Find that good space there, right? And as you're here, I want you to press through the heels and send it up and then come back down. See, and tuck, right? Up and down. Focus on that tuck of the tailbone. Lift the toes up, down and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, toes are up. 4, 3, make sure the knees are pressed back. 2, I want you to hold it down. Recenter, tuck the tailbone, press the knees. If they're over the ankles, that's wonderful. Drop the shoulders down. Maybe the chin tucks just a bit. We're gonna pulse here for 8. So tiny movements. Lower and lower, lower, lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going up and down again here. So lift, lower, lift, and lower. Use your breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Allow the energy to build here. This is 2. We're going to hold it down. Pulse. 8. Tuck the tailbone. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold it. Maybe keep the chin tucked just a bit. Hold it here. I know, but we're in this together. Hold steady for 8, 7, 6, sink it back, 4, 3, 2, up and down again. Lift and lower, maybe slower this time. Lift and lower. When you lift now, I want you to start to pull the shoulder blades back. Lift with the chest. Lift with the heart as if you're about to jump. If you want to add the jump, feel free. You can come up on the toes if you'd like. It's up to you. Be gentle. You don't have to stay with me if you're jumping. We'll get a little off track. That's okay. We have 8. Lift. 7. Lift. Squeeze back. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1, bring it down. You know we have pulses right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Maybe take those circles. Definitely pat the legs here. Feels so beautiful. I know you guys are excited about that. Let's come back down to the mat. So as we get there, you can either find your way there or come with me. We're going to go through a sweet little vinyasa here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, pull the shoulders back, squeeze the scapula. Exhale, lower down, hands to mat. Take the feet back. So, knees down. If you met us on the mat, please find tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips here. I want you to take a break, maybe roll through. Find the spaces in the ribs. Find that cat-cow. Use the breath there. Wonderful. We're sneaking in some cardio if you haven't noticed, guys. All right, so I want you to come down to your elbows here. We're going to find those hip circles. So come down, forearms here. We're going to take that left leg and start to draw the circle. Now, you can go in either direction. Don't worry, we'll hit that other side. I'm not going to leave you hanging. But I want you to pull your abdominals in. Protect your back. These circles can be fast. They can be slow. Switch directions, not the other leg yet. And one of these might feel awkward. It's okay, it's a different movement pattern. The more you do these with me, the more it'll feel a little bit more natural. So really drive that knee in for 2 more. And once you get there, lower other side. So I'm going to turn around. You can stay where you are. Start on the right leg. Making those circles, drawing them either direction. You might hear some pops and some clicks. As long as it's not causing any pain, it's okay. Just removing that air from the fluid. 2 more in this direction, and then switch sides. Driving that knee in towards the ribs as you make that full circle faster, slow. 2 more on this side. And then bring it down, press back. Maybe you find child's pose here. Child's pose, if you're unfamiliar, is knees wide, toes together. Sink the hips back, hands to the front of the mat. Sink the belly through the thighs and take the forehead to the mat. You're really opening up underneath the arms, into the hips. And when you're ready, take that breath up, come into tabletop. I don't know if you know where we're going, but we're setting up for plank, our favorites. Spread the fingers wide, take the feet back. Now you have options here. You can stay in that modified plank where the knees are back and the hips are down. Tops of the feet are on the mat, or you can come up with me. Hips stay square in line as best they can. Maybe come up on the toes, pull the shoulders straight over the wrist. And we're gonna hold here. Nice isolation. So really press through. I don't want you to dip down into the arms, I want you to press up. Use those shoulders, send the energy up. You're tall and you're strong. Breathe here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to bring your knee down, tap the mat, lift it up. Other knee, tap the mat. So if you're here for me on your hips, I just want you to kind of rock back and rock forward. Use the motion of the hips, still engaged through the core. So tap and lift, or rock forward, rock back. Your choice here. Tap it down. We have 4 more each side. This is 4, and that's 4. 3, 3. Last 2 each side. 1, and 1. Bring them both knees down, lower down. You can find that chaturanga if you want. Pull the elbows in. I want you to take the hands underneath the forehead, elbows flare out. Allow the feet to rest, forehead on the wrists. Allow the cardio to come down. Maybe you rock your hips side to side here. Maybe you take your feet up and windshield wipe, and that gives you a little bit more. Your choice. All right, starting to pull the hands right underneath the shoulders here. Start to press back up into a tabletop for me. So all fours, hands and knees. Here we go. Your knees are on your hips and your wrists are underneath the shoulders. Tap it down, squeeze it up. This is that motion that comes from the glute. Now, if you can't really feel it in the glute, flex your foot, send your heel up. Maybe the rest of your leg is not trying as hard as you send the heel up, and it'll activate the glute where you need it to, okay? So this is 8, tap. 7, pull the abdominals in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pull the foot up, flare the knee out, and pull the knee to shoulder, press it back. Shoulder, press it back. So you're getting into those obliques, and you're pressing back. This is an inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is 8, pull it in. 7, pull. 6, you can finish with me, you got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Now pulse the knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, press it back. Find that child's pose if you need to, or if you want to find something different here that feels good, feel free. Sometimes I like to move a little bit more than child's pose and keep that cardio at a steady pace. Your choice. It's always your choice, right? So that's perfect. That's the fun thing about yoga and barre and the invitation to participate here with us at our studio. So hands underneath the shoulders, other leg. So if you're on the same side, facing the same way, that's absolutely okay. From here, I want you to take that opposite leg back. So if you were on left, take the right leg back, top of the foot towards the mat. So if it's starting to roll up because it wants to lift high, I want you to drop the hip down. Finding that lift and tap, pull the abdominals in, here we go. Tap it down, lift it up. Use that glute. Make sure that knee's underneath the hip, shoulders over the wrist. Lift and lower, lift and lower. If you need to flex that foot, pull the heel up, do it that way. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I want you to hold it up. We have 8 pulses right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Bend the foot up. Flare the knee out, pull the knee to the shoulder, press it back. Pull it in, press it back. So try not to take that right shoulder to the right knee. I want the right knee to the right shoulder. Torso is still nice and stable. Now it feels great to just kind of and bend into it, but I want you to stay stable. We're working intentionally, right? So pull it in, press it out. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up. Hold, lift the knee, pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down, press the hips back. Find that child's pose or whatever movement feels good here. Now I want you to come up. Come off of the wrist. Maybe roll the wrist out just a little bit. Side to side here. Nice stretch. Good, we're gonna make our way back down to our mat. So I'll go ahead and get the news over with now. We're doing forearm planks. So make your way down. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. Clasp your hands, send the feet back. Hips come down, sink them down, but pull those lower abdominals up. protect. Now, if your shoulders are way back here, like mine are right now, you can either scoot your feet up or come up on your toes just a little bit. And we're gonna hold. So this is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You can stay here or dip your hip to the right, then the center, the left, and the center. Now be careful with your lower back here. Don't be twisting where you're not controlling it. Again, we're intentional in bar. I'm gonna be very intentional about the movement. Everything's under control. If it's not, slow it down, modify it, and adjust. One more set for me. Center, right, center, left, center, lower the knees, bring the belly down, flare the elbows out, hands under the forehead. Take a pause. Take the hip side to side. Roll it out here. One more breath. Bring your thumbs underneath the shoulders, press back up into tabletop to down dog, or if you're familiar with down dog, curl your toes under, send it straight up here, hips up, paddle the feet. This feels nice in the back of the legs. I really want you to press the mat away, send the ribs towards the hips. As the hips lift up, everything's going up, fingers spread wide, pressing through the thumb and the index finger. Maybe come up on your toes and send the heels back down. Start to walk the feet towards the hands. You can jump if you're feeling it today. Let the neck hang heavy, nod yes, shake no. And then slowly start to roll up, pressing through the heels, slight bend in the knees, hips come forward, chin is the last thing to come up as your arms lift up and over. Exhale, hands to heart center. I want to ask how you're feeling. So if you're feeling great, if you're feeling sweaty or tired, leave it in the comments. I really want to hear from you. I can't wait to really engage with you once our group class is open for good. All right, we're going to find a wide second. So I want you to take the legs wide, turn the toes out, and we're going to take this nice plie or this deep squat here. So as the knees press out, I want you to be able to see your big toe. If you can't, pull the feet in a little bit more. Start to sink the seat down, tuck the tailbone. Remember the ribs to the hips. Shorten it up for me. Press the knees back. Find that deep bend here. We'll take the arms in prayer, just while we have these quads start to light up for us. So we're going to hold here. Maybe smile a little bit. This is 8, 7, 6, 5. Maybe sink down a little deeper. 3, 2. I want you to pulse here. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down. Take your arms out in front for me. Turn the palms like tops of the hands towards each other. We're going to press back in half. So I want you to press, squeeze the shoulder blades, turn the palms together, halfway in, press them together. Turn them out, press back, press, press in, press, squeeze, press, squeeze, right? I want you to initiate and dictate the movement with the shoulder blades. Bring it in, press it back, bring it in, press it back. Give me 2 more. Press it back, in, press. Hold it here in this squeeze, pulse the legs. 8, thumbs down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs nice and careful. Turn the toes in, heel toe those feet together, tap it out. If you haven't gotten water already, make sure you're staying hydrated, right? We're sweating a lot. At least I am. I hope you guys are too. So just kind of keep the energy, maybe go side to side. Let the breath come back to you. Everything's building here. All right, arms gonna go out. Pull them out into a T. I want you to lift them up overhead. I want you to press them down, right? Palms down towards the floor, palms up towards the ceiling. So press down, press up. Press down, press up. Now we're getting into the arms here. So not as much legs unless you want a little bit more. And if you want a little bit more of a challenge, I want you to come down into the squat Or if you're familiar with yoga, the chair pose, right? So I'll show it to you this way. Remember, not like this. We're pulling the tailbone in. We're lifting up, pressing down. Now you can hold this, or you can pulse with the arms, taking it up and taking it down. Actually, the opposite would be better. You stand when your arms come to a T. You squat, or come in a chair when the arms go up. Your choice. If you're with me, we're still squeezing the scapula. We're still squeezing the shoulder blades down. The shoulders are going crazy. If your neck is starting to hurt, you're using the wrong muscles. Start to slow down. Slow down. Engage through the lateral muscles. Relax the shoulders. So you have options here, okay? Bring the arms down, hold them out for me. If you're in the chair, go ahead and come on out. Bring the arms in and bring the arms to prayer. Now I want you to drop the arms, hands to the hips. Start to roll the shoulders. So maybe drawing circles with the elbows, if that makes more sense for you. For 4, 3, 2, opposite direction, pull it around. 7, 6, 5, make it big. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Back down to the mat. So find mountain, or you can meet us there, your choice. Palms come facing forward. Tuck the tailbone in, ribs and hips shorten up. Pull in the abdominals. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, fold, elbows draw in, hinge from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Let's come into a plank. So if you made your way down to the mat, meet me here in plank. Meet all of us here in plank. We're doing this together, right? Come up over onto your toes, shoulders over the wrist. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can chaturanga or lower to the knees, come down into that hover, and then come onto the belly. Now I want you to come on from one side or the other. So as we make our way onto the side of the mat, you have options with the arms. So you can keep the hand rested underneath the head here. If that's too much on the neck, I want you to bring it down. Keep that alignment here. So it's your choice as we move through this. Both knees are going to be bent. I know half of you are laughing because you know where we're going now. But we got to do it, right? So the top leg's going straight. We're having this nice extension through the hip. I don't want you to roll back on the glute, and I don't want you to be too far forward. Stay up. We're going to lift and tap. So foot hangs heavy. Let it go. Maybe lift it up, shake it out, and start to lift with the ankle. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. Take the breath. Now there's not so much cardio with this one, so it might feel a little easier until we get a couple rounds of these in. Lift and lower. Smile for me just a little bit. You're doing it, you're making it. We're almost done. 8, tap, 7, tap, 6, 5, use the breath. 4, 3, let the foot go. 2, hold it up, let's pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to the taps. Take it down, lift it up. Now if you want to place your hand on your hip, you can really feel the work happening where you're working. This physical touch here on the hip is going to help you bring awareness into that muscle and really focus on contracting and expanding, right? Lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're going to hold it up and pulse. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. I want you to bring that foot, swing it around in front. I know, we're doing it together. I'm here with you. Let's tap it down, lift it up. Same thing if you place the hand. Down, lift it up. You can see my foot's already trying to help. The quad wants to engage. Let it go. Drop the foot. Call this 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up and pulse. Hold it here. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Tap it down. 8, 7. Lift. 6, 5. These are hard. You're doing really good. I know you're hanging with me. I know you're actually doing it. You're not making me suffer by myself. Let's call this 2. Let's call this one 8 pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Hold it. Hold it. Drop the foot. Give me 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Rub that hip. Woo. You can find a figure 4. Anything you need to do here. I want you to roll onto your back and roll to the other side. If you prefer to see me, we're going to sit up. Ooh, feel all the work we just did and come on to the other side. You guys are building muscle, assisting your stability. I'm so proud of you here. So find your arm. It's either bent, propping up your head, or you can take the arm long, rest it down, and just really focus into that hip. So your choice, we're not rolling back or rolling forward to support. That bottom leg's up, the top leg extends out. Drop the toes down, start to lift with the ankle. We're lifting up, tapping down. Now remember, it's not about how high the leg goes. It's about the intentional movement through that muscle. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up. Hold, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Tap it down. Tap and squeeze. Tap and squeeze. Maybe here's where you take the hand to the hip, if that's okay and you feel balanced enough. Find that full range of motion. I hope you guys are counting. We'll call this 4. Tap. 3. Tap. 2. We're going to hold it up. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let the foot go. 3, 2. Tap it down. Last set here. Lift. I know the second side is always harder. This is 6. Find that full range of motion. This is 4. This is 3. This is 2. We have pulses. Hold it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Bring it forward. Oh, yes. Whew. Oh, yes. Pause when you need to. Tap it down. Lift it up. Down, up. And up. This is 8. Tap. 7. Tap. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We have pulses right here. Pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last set. Tap it down. Lift it up. Down. Squeeze 7. Squeeze 6. Squeeze 5. Here we go. Last 4, 3, 2. Last 8 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Hold it here. Give me 8 more. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Bring the leg in. Maybe roll forward. Do what you need to do here to open that hip. That's why those hip circles are so important. All right, rolling onto your back. I want you to find a good space here. Maybe windshield wipe the knees. Bring the hands down by the hips. Maybe you bring the knees into the chest and you rock it around a little bit. Give yourself a nice hug. Allow the knees to flare out. Find what feels good here. I know those didn't feel so good today, but they will eventually. They make you stronger. All right, bringing those legs down. I'm going to scoot up just a bit here. All right, so as you're down, I want you to inhale the hands up overhead, and I want you to exhale the hands back down by the hips. Inhale, lift them up overhead. Extend and lengthen under the arms. Exhale, bring them down. Really squeeze the shoulder blades into the mat here. Inhale, lift them up overhead. Interlace all 10 fingers, bring them at the base of your skull. Let the elbows flare wide. Now I want you to start to inhale here, take a pause, and as you exhale, pull the chin into chest and start to roll those shoulders off the mat to get situated, and then allow the elbows to drop out. We're going to hold here, so make sure that chin's tucked up. The abs are pressed down into the mat. Protect the back. We're gonna lift the right knee and we're gonna tap it down, same thing opposite side. Left comes up, tap it down. Up and lower, up and lower. Now as we do this, you have an option to lay the head and the neck and the upper back on the mat. And you can just use the legs. Now if you're up here, I want you to remember to breathe. I want you to pull those knees in. Squeeze the abdominals, maybe come up a little higher, let the elbows fall a little closer to the floor. We have 2 more each side. Left, last one here, and last one on this side. Hold it down. We're going to start to pulse through the abdominals here. So don't yank on the neck. Really try to initiate the movement right here. So if you press the fingers into those upper abdominals, just lifting and lifting. Exhale, exhale. You can use a strong breath here. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head and shoulders on the ground. Windshield wipe the knees if you need to. Now I want you to pull both knees into a reverse tabletop here. Maybe flutter the feet a little bit. My hamstrings are on fire, I can feel it. So I want you to drop the left leg down or the front leg. Pull the torso off of the mat here if it's accessible. If not, keep it on the floor. And we're going to switch and switch, finding this nice bicycle. I want you to bring that bottom leg as low to the mat as possible. Don't even tap it, just hover it. You find that full extension on one side as you switch to the opposite side. Elbows come down, don't yank on the neck, tuck the chin, use your breath. 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, keep it up. Last 4, last 3, last 2, one more, and pull everything down. Allow the feet to come to the mat, arms to come out, windshield wipe those knees. I want you to take a few more breaths here. Slowly start to pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself one last hug. Now, if you are wanting a Shavasana, here's your opportunity to extend your legs, extend your arms, find that final resting pose and take your breath. If you're just getting started for the day and you don't really want that at this particular moment, you can roll up with me. We're going to face forward. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Now, if your hair's all crazy, you're sweating through your clothes, you have that upper lip sweat, you know you did some hard work today. You should be so proud of yourself. I am proud of you, and I just want you to remember that we have private classes available. So no matter if you're a beginner, you're at an intermediate level, or if you're advanced, we have an instructor for you. We can walk you through, we can progress your strength, your cardiovascular health, your flexibility, your functional movement patterns. We have so many offerings for you here at Living Balance. Make sure you check out our website. Give me a call at Living Balance. Send us a message, drop us a comment, a DM, a private message. Any way that you can get in contact with us to get your questions answered is highly encouraged. So I thank you with my whole heart for joining me today. I hope you drink a ton of water, really rehydrate. I am so proud of you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.